Nemesis at Alton Towers is one of the best rides in the UK, but it is mostly the best ride in the whole of the world. Many B&M inverted coasters around the world is actually quite rubbish, but this one is very special. But welcome back to Alton Towers fan page.
You can leave your cares behind. Here's a new world just for you. There's so much to see and do. It's the only place to be. Fun for all the family.
Most coasters around the world think that taller is better. But one of the biggest theme parks in the UK had a choice for having a height restriction which is over the tree line height, so the local area won't see the roller coasters. But in the late 90s, Alton Towers had only one big ride, which was Thunder Looper, that stretched up to 140 feet in the air, and everyone was really excited about this coaster. But a Thunder Looper was originally called King Cobra and was a shuttle loop coaster which originated at Kings Island, Dominia in 1976.
The steel coaster I personally find the most wonderfully terrifying is what is known as the shuttle loop, such as the King Cobra of King's Dominion in Virginia. You see, it's one thing to go forward through a vertical loop, but then to travel up a dead-end track, stop, and fall through the same loop backwards. That's fun.
Every year, Thunder Looper had to be changed because of noise complaints around the local area.
Many who visit Alton Towers are brave. But to ride the Thunder Looper, you have to be very brave.
In 1994, something was coming special to Alton Towers as they had planned to build a B&M inverted coaster at Alton Towers and gave it the code name of SW, which means secret weapon.
Inspired Batman the Ride. It's the world's only suspended outside looping thrill ride.
In 1992, B&M had opened their first inverted coaster at Six Flags Great America as Batman the Ride.
My basic objective is to give people fun. And there are lots of people that knock that. And there is absolutely nothing wrong with a bit of good, simple fun. And those people that set out to build the highest, the longest, the fastest or whatever end up probably with a very dull ride. And of course, next year, someone comes along and tops them.
John Wardley had been in discussion with head of engineering at Six Flags to get some inspiration for Nemesis.
It starts there and goes up in that direction, right up to the treetops, turns, comes down here, does an upside-down corkscrew, under the monorail there, back down through that hole, and up over the top of the station where it does a zero-G roll and turns upside down. Back down there, and then climbs up to the top of those trees where it does a stall turn.
But Nemesis would be the first inverted coaster in the UK and the second inverted coaster in the world, and would cost £10 million with 4 inversions, and would be the best coaster in the world according to John Wardley. But with a maximum height of 42 feet and a drop with 104 feet, reaching a top speed of 50 miles an hour, the ride would be the quickest at Alton Towers.
Nemesis. the awesome new ride at Alton Towers. Sit back, it's fright time.
The story of this ride is about a construction worker constructed on Nemesis and found an egg in the ground that was from the Nemesis creature, which awoken the beast, causing it to rip up the ground, damaging Alton Towers. So 200 men and 250 tons of steel were pinned down to Nemesis to keep the creature from damaging Alton Towers, which is the track that you are riding.
Comes the ultimate thrill ride sensation. A sensation to take you to the edge of your seat and the limit of your senses. It started as a routine excavation, but what was discovered was far from routine.
It was found on site by one of the workers. We thought it might mean something.
Yes, it does. It's a warning. Our earliest record is 700 years old, but the inscriptions indicate events which possibly precede 1,000 years BC.
Nemesis opened on the 19th of March 1994, the same year of the massive coaster at Blackpool Pleasure Beach, the Pepsi Max Big One. Even though that Nemesis is getting a free track, it will still be an iconic beast to everyone in the world, and we will always remember her as she is closed, but we will see her in March 2024. Now I know everyone, nearly in the world, everyone likes the Nemesis soundtrack. Now I'm just going to play another 30 seconds of the Nemesis soundtrack because I know everyone likes it. So here it is, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.